Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be talking about something very important in my childhood. It's called He-Man. And I don't know if many of you have followed He-Man or watched it, but I was a big fan of He-Man when I was a kid. And I remember waking up every weekend, Saturday morning. I used to rush down and watch the show. It used to come on every morning about 7, 8 a.m. or something like that. And I used to rush down, watch the show. And I used to collect all the action figures. And, it was a great part of my childhood. I used to use it for creativity. So I used to watch the shows. Then later on, I used to make my own stories up using the characters, toys and things like that. So it was very important to me. And a lot of people don't realize this, but He-Man actually did save my life in effect. When I was going to school, there was an incident where I got stabbed and ended up in hospital. And all I was thinking about is not missing the next He-Man on the weekend. So that's all I was thinking about. And yes, I used to tell the nurses and stuff, please, can you bring a TV to the room, because there was no TVs in the wards back then. So I was telling them to please bring a TV to the room. There's no mobiles as well, so there's no way I could watch it. So that's the only thing kind of kept me alive, to be honest. And I remember the next Saturday came, and I managed to persuade the nurse to kind of move my bed to another ward where there was a TV, and I managed to watch it, and I was so happy. So yeah, so it's kind of it's very important to me. It saved my life, and something very close to my heart. So when I saw this episode, which is going to be aired on, which is actually being aired on Netflix, I was quite excited about it. There was rumors that it basically became woke. And there was a rumor a couple of years ago that in the first episode, He-Man dies or something. I mean, I refused to believe anything like that. And I thought, come on, it's just a cartoon. They're not going to kill He-Man off because he's the main character. And much to my surprise, and I was horrified to find out in the first episode, he indeed does die. He gets killed not only once, but twice. And the show is completely woke as well. They basically replaced He-Man with a character called Teela and her girlfriend. And so you see here, this is Teela and her girlfriend. You can see the muscles, and it's a kind of LGBT, they seem to be lesbians. I mean, the way they act and behave, they seem to be boyfriend, girlfriend, if you know what I mean. And can you see the muscles? There seems to be this ongoing woke thing where female heroes seem to have a lot of muscles. Like this is Abby from Last of Us 2. I don't know if any of you play the games. You can see her like bulging muscles. She's got bigger muscles than Arnie. And it completely made the show woke, to be honest. It's all about her. I remember the first episode when He-Man dies, and she goes up to his parents, who are the king and queen, and they've just lost their son, who was Prince Adam. And Prince Adam and He-Man are the same people. It's like Clark Kent and Superman, basically. So he's under disguise. So they've just lost him, and she didn't really care. I mean, she just went up to the parents and started disrespecting them. She was like, "Oh, how dare you lie to me? You didn't tell me it was the same person, Prince Adam and He-Man. You didn't tell me the same person." Bloody hell, the parents were grieving. They just lost their only son. And here she was having a go at them. And they're the king and queen as well. They're not just ordinary peasants. Seriously, they needed to just chop her head off the way she was acting. And it's just all about her, really. It's like me. It's just completely woke trash. And it's all about her show and stuff. And you can see here, it's just very much female-centric. You can see her and her girlfriend, and you got her as well, which is Skeletor's sidekick, and she's also a woman. They're just hanging around, banding around together, and it's completely woke trash. This shit. I mean, I was just really disappointed with this show. Really, yeah. So a lot of people are saying that the guy who's the director and executive producer, it's called Kevin Smith. He's ruined a lot of people's childhoods. Definitely ruined my childhood after watching that. I mean, seriously, why do you have to kill off He-Man, the most important character, and replace him with a couple of lesbians? Can someone please explain me that? It seems like they've hired a lot of these woke activists. They've taken over Hollywood. They've taken over Hollywood. There's a lot of woke shows coming out, and they're just destroying franchises and IPs left, right, and center. It all started with Star Wars. Then they're just going on from there. Really, they're just destroying every single franchise that's been important to a lot of people. Now they're hitting cartoons and other franchises. I mean, guys, come on. Some things are meant to be for boys, and other things are meant to be for girls, and that's the kind of world we live in. You can't, mix and match, because if you turn this He-Man thing into some woke trash, and you're trying to bring in the LGBTQ people, and you're trying to make them happy, you're trying to make women happy. Seriously, what about your existing fan base? You're just going to piss them off. And your existing fan base are the ones that buy these action figures and characters and things like that. They're the ones that actually spend money, the real nerds out there. Not the LGBT or women. Some things are made for women, some things are made for men. Like, there was a female version of He-Man called She-Ra, and they made that for women, and because they know that's for women. But then you got, all the boys used to love He-Man. They used to have all the swords, fight with the swords and stuff. They used to be like, I have the power, when they were kids, and just fighting with the swords. Some things you just got to let the boys be boys, just let the boys have their fun. Some things are meant to be produced for boys, like Transformers and all these other boyish, cartoons and characters. But then you got to leave the women cartoons for the women. There's female cartoons out there for women. There's other cartoons out there for LGBTQ people. You just gotta have a niche and just stick with it, not destroy franchises and destroy your fan base. I mean, seriously. Look at this. Master of the Universe Revelation hints at major LGBT romance. I mean, what the F, man? What is the point of... It's just a cartoon. Why do you have to put your politics into cartoons? Why do you have to put your... Kids don't care about that. Kids don't want to see that. Seriously. This is absolutely ridiculous. I just want to say how disappointed I am with the way Hollywood is at the moment, and how these LGBT people have just taken over Hollywood and completely trashed it. And yeah, that's it really. I mean, I've thrown away all my characters, He-Man characters I had when I was a kid. I've literally thrown them away because I'm not going to watch them anymore. I used to be a big Star Wars fan as well. I'm going to create another video about Star Wars and how that's destroyed my childhood as well. Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker were the worst movies I've ever seen. Forget about Star Wars movies. They were just the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll chat to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video. See you. Bye.